Okay, I guess I'm here. Hello, this is the Frugal Eclectic, otherwise known as Noodle. 10:06 a.m. Okay, and I'll leave that pin out. Actually, no, because that's what I. All right, and I'll leave that over here. Okay, and okay, I remembered the greeting. I'm standing up. Okay, this is water. And let's see. Move this. I was going through some. I'll show you what I was going through here. It's all over. Yeah, hold on. I'm here. I'm here. Do not bug me. That goes over there. And let's see. Oh, no. Put that there. Can I get this down? Oh. Huh. All right. That shouldn't be there, but all right. Put that there. Okay, now. Whoop. That goes over here. Hi, dude. Dixie, Dixie, Dixie Doodle. Dixie Doodle. How you doing, Dixie Doodle? How you doing, Dixie Doodle? You want to do the Macarena? Okay. I got my winnings are in my chair. Happy Meal is in my chair. Am I going? Okay, and the other Happy Meal, where did I put it? I got 1 winnings and 2 Happy Meals. Okay, where did I put it? Come on, come on, come to mama, come to mama. Oh, okay, it's in my napkin thingy. Okay. Yep, there it is. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. I remembered. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm glad you're good. I'm okay. Moving a little bit of storage. I was because it's during my husband's vacay, so his timing is my timing, and he slept in. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I got to do my breakfast. I got to do this. I got to move the storage. And, and I'm like, and I got going too fast and I had something in my hand. I had a storage item in my hand and I was coming out of his office and I self-adjusted my right side on the door frame. I had to immediately, okay, do I take fish oil or go directly to the Excedrin? And I chose the Excedrin because, oh yeah, all of a sudden it just like boom in my head. So I'm like, okay, self-adjustment is not pleasant. Adjusting when your doc does it isn't all that pleasant sometimes. But yeah, so I'm like, okay. So, okay, we're cool. All right, so this is kind of what I wanted to work on today. And let's see. And this is Christmassy stuff, which I'm going to get with Teresa. And I'm going to have, because I really find that I like, yeah. And I'm going to, one of the things that I'm going to request that she do some more stamping on see-through stuff of different seasons and different things. Okay, but so this actually, well, let me go ahead, move this and this. And then, okay, so let's see. We've got, this can go over here. And I wanted to show, all right, so let's see, segue. I need to sit down. So let's see here. I need to move the Happy Mail. Okay. Okay, there's that Happy. That's the winnings. This is Happy Mail. And, okay, so here we go. Oh, now I can sit down. Oh, okay. Ouch. Okay, with my feet up. Okay. Alrighty, now. And hello, people on the wall. The wallflowers are the lurkers. You're attached to the wallpaper. I wonder if it's because we like paper that they're wallflowers. They're lurkers. They're attached to the, paper. You know, like the little suction cups. Cause, ooh, touchy feely. Anyway, that's just where my brain went. Yep, live with it. Just saying, live with it. And just in case you need a pep talk. There you go. Okay. And let's see. Okay, now I need to leave this. Okay, so if I do this, I need to leave this on the, because if we decide to do this, then yeah, that's an option. But there was another thing I thought to do today, and I didn't prep it as much. So we have two options. Okay, now, Happy Meal. Oh, I don't know. A little while back, I got to thinking what it would. Well, hello, Joan. I worked on. You're getting. Oh, don't leave me alone. Okay, I'm talking to this wonderful piece of technology. Okay, now, I worked on your Happy Meal, Joan. You're getting a piece of my. I haven't. I'm. Hello, Janice. I'm touchy feeling all, and I'm not quite certain. I know you said that the tumbleweed size card from last week, that would get through to you. So I'm trying to keep, so I don't know if I want to go, if I go with a 4, like a 6 tall tag, then I might want to go squat and do a 4 by, like a 4x6 tag. So it'd be a squat tag. It'd be a stumpy tag, but it would be a squat tag. We'll see. So I'm trying to, yeah. So we might do the, I didn't, yeah, we'll just get there. But yeah, I was going through, it might be an oddball Christmas, because I'll show you this later. But anyway, this is one of the Happy Meals. So anyway, of course, this is my newest napkin flow thingy based on, yeah, you mentioned that last week's card size should get through, and I might have to put it in a little bubble mailer, but if I just keep it to that size, like I fold over the bubble mailer, and yeah, and I thought what I would do is I would take, I could actually take pictures of and then if they have any, hello there, Imelda. If they have any questions, I can just hear, this is what I'm sending, yeah, yeah. So anyway, so yeah, and I attached, hold on. And you're not going to see this one, just in case we work, because you'll get a Christmas card, and we may work on your Christmas card today. But I attached a little, well, I've got all the, those, the little collages that I do, the 3-minute, the 5-minute, the 6-minute, 7-minute collages that I've been practicing. Well, I have a lot of those practice collages. You're getting one of them, Joan. And I'm not showing it to you. I'm not showing it to you, but I actually mounted on a, I mounted one of my, last night, I mounted one of my collages on, it's actually, let's see, the collage, I wrote it down. Let me see. She's getting, let me see. I didn't write all this down unless she wants me to. I wrote, Joan's getting number 7 5-minute collage. Collage number 7 at 5 minutes. And I put the date that I made it on March 31st, 2020. But anyway, I mounted it yesterday evening on my, where I mixed the Yes paste with a little bit of the Golden's satin glazing liquid. And this makes the Yes paste a little bit of this. You have to be careful, but you don't want to put too much of this in, because then you negate the Yes paste. It doesn't become glue. The more you use of this, and you know what I mean, it doesn't become glue. You take the glue, the more of this you put into that, you take away the glue of this. But anyway, so I used this, and it's been, yeah. So yeah, and that's what it's a little bit weirder looking when you mix the satin glazing, the golden satin glazing. And anyway, so that's, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And I looked at it this morning, and I'm like going, oh, perfect, perfect. Yeah. And so, yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's ready to be. And now that I'm working on I may work on your Christmas card, and then I have to work, I don't necessarily want to, if I work on your Christmas card, you'll see your Christmas card being made, but then I won't work on your tag, because then there are things that will have to be surprise, Anyway, so I found some more Zandra napkins, so I put some of them in. And of course, my new one actually has a new thing, and I actually found some more of her tissue. And in this napkin flow book that I have, I added a section, because we tend to recycle the packaging that things come in. So Zandra's, this is the next set right after Zandra's napkins. I have her tissue paper, and in a little envelope of her business cards and things like that in here. And of course, here's the DARS section. These are all what I was able to, the things I haven't used of DARS. Yeah. And this is the Happy Mail. Well, okay, so a little while back, I got to think, and I wonder what I would do with Laura Happy Mail, because sometimes the different styles or the different ways, and you wonder about what you do, because see her now, she's more, Laura is more this, you know, more, ooh, and I'm more neutral. Even though I like color, I'm more neutral, and I have more specific styles that I combine and stuff. You know, and so, you know, you get to wondering. Well, anyway, I bought, she's also, so here's the napkin, and I got my napkin purchase. I purchased some napkins from Laura, and so I have them kind of already set in here, ready to go. And this is the Happy Mail I actually got from her. So we'll go through the napkins. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. That reminds me of my dad. Yep, that reminds me of my dad. These are the napkins that I got from Laura. And I have to say that, yeah, ooh, cherries. Oh, wow, cherries. Oh, and this one. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Yum. Ooh, and see up here, I could take this, and because it's all the white up here, I can take, like, I could do a damask stamp, or I could do like even this right here. Or I could even do, because it's like Christmassy kind of berries, I could do the Christmas tree. And I could do, yeah, see, I could do like this and this in black across the top and turn this into a Christmassy thing. Yeah, so, yeah. So I have to say that I don't think I've had some more different cherries, but oh, wow, cherries. Ah, yes. And these are this one's folded awkwardly, differently. Yeah, see it, but it, maybe that's the way it's supposed to go, but it just looked awkward to me. But, and of course, tulips, uh, I like the parrot tulips. Oh, and monarch. And then hydrangeas, tulips. I liked any kind of tulip, but I do actually like the parrot tulip. That's kind of like my, and look at this, guys. Oh, yum. And oh, yeah, colorful. Yeah. And then just, yeah, this is the namby-pamby sweet. So yeah, now these are all set to go in to that part. Now the Happy Mail part, because that was the purchase part, the napkins that I purchased. And so now this will get labeled. Of course, I don't think I'll ever forget that this is a Laura packaging, but I'll go ahead and sticky note Laura on here, and I can put November 2020 on it, you know. Yeah. But this is the actual Happy Mail. She would happen to be in chat. I didn't realize she was in chat when I mentioned that, you know, because you get to wondering what from one stash to another you would do with, you know, things. So this is the Happy Mail. And this came bow tied around this. And I've been through this. So, you know, I've been through this. Okay, but then this is like, okay. And that's not, it's attached, but not, it's a little, okay. And you got some of this in there. And it's kind of it's this this attaches itself. It doesn't have to be tacked down. This stuff attaches itself and it stays there. It sticks. Static electricity. Okay, so then, and I wrapped it back up pretty much the way she had it. And then she, and then, and, but these, oh, wow. Like it, like it, like it, like it. Okay, now, and here we go, and here we go. If you go to her channel, you will see her that she does these little things like this. And then, ooh, pretty. Ooh, I like jesters. Ooh, this is actually, I didn't realize this is like a draw the jester. Ooh, $495 scholarship in commercial art awarded monthly. But oh, look at that, draw the jester. Oh, wow. Now see, I cut that off and glue it in, and this, yeah. Ooh, interesting. Oh, I didn't, but look at that. Ooh, yeah, just see. And so just different little stuff like this. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, just, okay. Just little weird things. Oh, this is like a matchbook thingy. Okay, it's I'm going to have to undo it. Yep. I didn't even see that. But it's like a little tablet thing inside. It's like a little, ooh, no, I didn't see that. I thought it was a matchbook, but it's one you have to untie. But I suppose, now let me see. Yeah, I'll take one out. Okay. Undo, come on. All right, fine, don't do it that way. Be that way. Okay, it's sewn in. But now that I know that it's actually a little booklet thing, I can actually try okay. Hi, Nemi. Okay, now I wonder we could potentially do that. I'll work on the bow because that's a dead bow there. But now we can. Ooh, okay, so that's a little booklet, and then she sent one of these. Okay, yeah, just little bits of happy mail. And look at this. This is an envelope. Yeah, just all kinds of little things. Legato Embassy. Legato. Legation. Monopoly. And just little bits and pieces. I like this one. Yeah, I like that one. His and her reading, back-to-back reading chair, because we're both readers. But just little stuff. And I just, oh, cute little things. Oh, looks like some Tim Holtz. I could be wrong, but it looks like Tim Holtz paper. Yeah. And then, of course, you have this little thing here. And it's like a little snippet thingy that's made it. We're all making them popular again. Making little snippet things, okay. And then here, if you go to her channel, you'll see her do this, all little kinds of things in here. Oh, I like the eyeball washi tape. I kind of like just the way that is right there. All different kinds of stuff in here. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, just all kinds of good stuff in here. Yep. Yep. So, ooh, yeah. So I'm a happy camper. Yes. Yeah. So that's and then so yeah. I think it's like ooh. It's a tape. It's got a clear backing to it. I might have to I'll leave that out. I might give you like an inch of it. I might just give you an inch of it. Okay. And then, hello, Becky. So that's one happy mail. Which, I've been like, but I have to wait. I can't use any of it. I have to wait and show it. And okay, so that's one happy mail. Then the other happy mail. Oh my giggles. Oh my giggles. Can we just say it? Just say it. Just repeat after me. Oh my giggles. These arrived on my doorstep. Pet. I have the big one opened, and when I was putting Laura's, because I'm also creating something for Laura, some happy mail for Laura. So I already have one out, and it's down there already in my pile. Oh, there it is. So it's not that far down. But oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like going, okay, let's just see they've been licked. Yeah, they've been licked. Like, oh yes. Yes. Oh, and hugging. Yeah. Hugging. There have been some hugging to these. Yep. I'm hugging them right now. Just saying. Yeah. Just, yep. I walk over and I randomly hug them. Sometimes I carry them with me. And then of course, if I carry things with me, I tend to like, what did I do with them? Because I lay them down. And then it takes me a week or so to find them. They go walkies. Okay, then my winnings. Oh, my giggles. My winnings. I got like a 2 or 3 gallon bag from Aunt Beck. And I'm like, I'm so giddy. And she mentioned in her little note, she mentioned Slow Stitch. And I'm like, yeah. I know what Slow Stitch is. I know what Slow Stitch is. I like Slow Stitch. I've done it for years. I'm well aware what slow stitch is. So yeah, these came on the 16th. See, right there. I arrived on the 16th. Intact. And so yeah, you look at all this eyelet and oh yeah, and like this, even though it's bluey, it's still lavender. This is a granny, and I still have never learned how to do. I still cannot figure out granny stitch. But my mom, this is I just keep a dryer sheet in here just to help things stay fresh. You know, when sometimes different materials so I just kind of and I'm in the process of decorating the top of this box. And I'm thinking once I get this all nicely organized, I can just flip the top and it'll all be organized. And yeah, and then I can just tuck in here, whether I keep this in here or I keep a piece of information about where it came from. So that, you know, because sometimes different plastics smell, you know, it just varies. Just all kinds of stuff in here. And like she says, that some of the gals are getting into slow stitch. Yeah, like, oh, and these. Oh wow. Oh wow. I've always wanted some of these. Oh wow. I'm like sitting there going, ooh, and this here. Oh wow. And I'm like, okay, Joan might get a little bit of this on her Christmas tag. A little bit. Just a little bit. And let's see, if I do something, that might be a little, I don't know. Well, you might get an inch and a fourth. I might treat you to an inch and a fourth, and I might stick it on something and then like make a little weird tile, and it can be like an inspiration for you, because this together is too much, I think. But this here, and oh, look at this, kind of like a garnet, and you know me and garnet, right? Burgundy and garnet. But oh wow, see that? Yeah, but like I said, Joan might get just a little bit. And then this will be on like a visual something for me, because this inspires me. And like I like, you know me and chartreuse and lime chartreuse and yellow chartreuse. But look at this. Look at this. Just all kinds of stuff in here. Now, I might share some of this with Shauna because it might be interesting. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's some millinery tape, like for, almost like you would, yeah, I think it's like a millinery for hats and for like, yeah, I don't know the technical name for it, but Shauna might actually enjoy the weirdness of it. And oh wow, just all kinds of stuff. And she sent me some miniature stuff in here, and I think as part of the Christmas tag on Joan, I'm actually going to use one. Where is it? Here. I'll keep the packaging because we can reuse the packaging in collage, but I'm actually thinking, I kept one out, I think. There's several of these in, but I think I'm gonna actually try to put one of these on Joan's Christmas tag that Judy made me do. Yeah, and again, there's just, oh, look at cherries. Oh, I didn't see the cherries. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, we're happy. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, we're happy. Oh, yellow velvet. Ooh. Ooh. Put that with some yellow ochre. That would be pretty together. Yeah, it's just all kinds of, it's a goodie box. It's all kinds of, yeah, just all, it's like, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Uh-huh. And oh, look at this. I didn't see this. There's a different kind of, it's like a cottony. It could be a polyester blend, cotton. But then there's here's some burgundy stuff. I like that color combination. Yeah, just all kinds of good stuff in here. Here's a black flower. Yeah. And I even have, it was all, there's this one little here, always so expensive to get. And there's only a little bit. But this here, I've always wanted some, but it was always so expensive to get. I will make a little, like, potentially, I'll make a little mood tag, inspiration tag with this on it. You know? Yeah. Just all kinds of yummy stuff in here. This would be pretty with some yellow ochre and garnet. Like, for instance, I could, yeah, see, like that. Oh, just, yeah. Okay. I'm a happy camper. Yeah. I'm a happy camper. Yeah. Ooh, look at this. Look at that one. Yep. Uh-huh. There's some gray roses in here too. Oh, here. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. So, uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's just say it's been licked. Yeah, and see, I keep, you know me, I keep little candy wrappers like that. And you could mix some of this velvet. Yeah. Yeah, just all kinds of, and here's the green. Just all kinds of different weird things. Or I could take some of the this and do that. And yeah, you know, just, okay. So yeah, okay. It won't shut, but it will eventually shut because I'm just kind of, but yeah, I will take the time and I will pull everything and I will, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, it did. Yeah, it did. I might even take some, and that's exactly it. I'm telling you, that's exactly it. So I believe that's my winnings and my 2 happy meals. So yeah. Now let's officially, and hello, by the way, I think I said hello to everybody. And oh, my music, my morning music. All right. Let's see here. And I will go an hour and a half. Okay. Wow, we've been here for roughly 40 minutes. So an hour and a half. We'll do it. Now. Okay, where am I going to put my phone? So here, this is Teresa stuff. And she periodically, and like I said, mentioned to Dixie when she first came in, that one of the things that I'm going to get with Teresa is I want some different, yeah, I love these little oddball, the reindeer and the, but I like I love poinsettias, you know, that type of thing. And so this is a Christmas. Anyway, I'm going to get with her and say, okay, do some stamping on clear stuff. Now, here's the thing idea that I might put on Joan's Christmas tag. That's why it's out like that. Okay, so here, now this thing, I had made a decision. I thought. But now I'm like, oh, do I want to make Joan's Christmas card that's going to go in with her packaging? Now, the reason why I'm looking here is you got the CKC kits, and I haven't done them steadily like I used to. I took last year off mostly completely. I found I was so used to making CKC kits every month that I automatically started doing them. And wait a minute, no, I'm taking the whole year off. I'm not going to make any kits this year and just use what I. And I felt I was so ingrained in me, that habit of making one every month. I have a little note in here, and I used to, and I want to, I want to make a point of showing you that when you make kits like this, idea to have the information tucked in, and I was right here, the little tab, the little sticky note that had the information on it, and this was left over, and the way I wrote it. Okay, hold on. And as you can see, I'm rather. This was left over from a Christmas thing that January 2017. These were the remnants left over from the November December kit that I put together, because see, it has a little bit of Thanksgiving-y kind of thing, autumn in it, as well as Christmas. And this is what I kept it in. And just hold on. And all the little bits and pieces. This is actually 60% on. I bought these on 12/27/2018. I got them. When you watch the sales. Hi, Candy. And that see tags, and I see 60% off, and I put the date on them. That way I know, and I just keep track, and I keep the packaging, and I keep them in here, and that way it, and this is all bits and pieces. This is vintage little these are Gibson. This is from Miss Rose, and they're little name tags. You fold it and you put the place cards on the table. Make this you're a finding peace and purpose. And these are some stamped things that I did. And I see every once in a while I'll buy Christmas stickers. And as you can see, all kinds of weird eclectic stuff. This is Tim Holtz. This is a paper pad left over from Eileen sent it to me. And see, oddball. I mix odd. I do things differently. Here's a little dinky heart, and here's a Mary. Just odd little things. Mulberry paper, vintage stuff. And see here, this is normally wouldn't be Christmas, but because it's green and you start blending them with Christmassy, see it does become, I mean, yeah, it works. Yeah. So anyway, oddball stuff. This is some of my black French knots practice stream, January 31, 2018. I guess, yeah, I don't know why I would call it black French knots, but maybe, yeah. And I see where I like harlequin and houndstooth, and so that's a piece of paper, but you wouldn't normally think it's Christmassy, but yet when you start blending all these oddball things together, it became an odd Christmas kit. I'm looking for the little note tag that I have in here. So I pulled this out yesterday thinking that Joan might get an oddball Christmas card. And there's a few others I have. Oh, here, this is something else. You know, like this is, you know, the plastics, the individually plastic Christmas, or not Christmas, the plastic silverware you get. You can save these and you can make like little bookmarks out of, you can stuff stuff in them. This one here, this is where it ripped, but you can cut that off and you can stuff stuff in them, and then you can sew them. You can actually just take a needle and sew. You can put it on paper or fabric. You can make all kinds of weird stuff out of them. Yeah. Here's So Very Merry. And here's an oddball that I started. And I'm like, okay, where's that going to go? You know, like you start putting, yeah, like where was that going? You know, really, where was that going? I don't know where that was going. But anyway, it was a, I'm looking at that little piece of, it was right here, just right there. And here's some painty paper. I figured, you know, it was a shade of green and it was a shade of red, so it could go in. And this was a piece of, I did a bokeh thing, and that's a bit of napkin. But this is a piece of paper I created on the using kind of like that bokeh, you know. And then of course I had to add some. But yeah, anyway, there's a tag in here, and I'm sitting here really irritated that it's not in here. Is it right there? Yeah. Oh, right here, right here. Okay, so this was into, okay, I put this into March CKC 2017 kit. And it's Homing Pigeon. I named the kit Homing Pigeon. And this was actually January 17, 2017 scraps. Which I don't quite understand. Oh, okay, no, I did. It's the same year. But I had these left over, and even though they were Christmassy, some of them were Christmassy and Thanksgiving-y, I went ahead and I put them into the March, because there was enough odd colors. They were kind of spring colors as well. But yeah, so I figured, you know, and I ran across this the other day when I was going through it. So I thought, I'm going to put my fan on. Okay. So we could do that, or the original thing I thought to do. So anyway, on that little, and I just laid it down here and I misplaced it again. Isn't that, oh, here it is. I did not misplace it. Let me put it, actually, this is what I'll do, because I'm thinking these are new. Xandra gift from October of this year. And I was thinking about using these in my, so I'll keep that attached. Let me see here. Oh, there. And that way I know. So what I was going to, and I was kind of thinking about this, actually looking at this, because it had a little bit of, this is actually from Mary Beth. Some of these I remember where I got them. This was actually, these different papers were from Miss Rose over the years. It's funny things you remember where you got them. Okay. And this is actually paper. As you can see here, it was cut, and I see that here, this is an oddball paper stack that Miss Rose sent me. It was blacks and reds and burgundies and grays. And I cut a bird cage out of it, but then I kept it, and see, I mended it with recycled deli paper that I had, yeah. And this is wide washi tape. I glued that on, so I created a little bit of weird collage paper. So here we could do that, all kinds of oddball things. So some of you might be getting weird Christmas cards. Yeah. Okay. The original idea that I thought to do, oh, and here are some hearts. Okay, well, this goes to the tag. Now, the other thing I got to thinking about doing, I wanted to show you what I started doing I was taking notes on, let me shift this a little bit here. I have only a little bit of space, so hold on here. Now, I get this, because we may come back to that. We can kind of decide what you want. Once I show you the option that we have, you might want to, you can help me make a decision. But so for the Laura thing, she's going to get some oddball. She will get some oddball. What I will do is I will give her a few napkins, and then I will do a duplicate set so she can give a set away. But I'm going to make her a glue book because she likes glue books. So I'm starting to do a glue book. But I decided to bring back the folder, and it's from February 2011. Back in the day, remember when I Carry Love and Dee Dee? This is the article where Dee Dee got the original. And so I decided this is the one I made for Laura. And I decided while I'm creating her little glue book, which is right here, I'm in the process of creating her glue book and other little weird paraphernalia going in there. This is what, and I know that she mentioned she likes blue. She likes to, anyway. So I took a blue folder and yeah. So this is, and I thought, well, I need a place. Yeah, so this is what I created, and some of it I still need to play with it, and a little bit of glue here, you know. And while I'm busy doing her glue book so she can have at it, I needed a place to tuck things in. So here's like a baby wipe with watercolor on it, and I put some paint through a stencil. You know, just this is a computer part. I dismantled a keyboard, and this is a computer part of the keyboard. Just little weird things in here as I go along. I find them. So this is the place where I'm putting them. So I thought, you know, so that's that. And so while I was doing that, I got one of these out, and I had extra paint. This is the Arteza 110-pound watercolor. This thing here, watercolor book. So I had extra paint, and I thought, well, you know, we could do something in here. And last night this is Oh, that's where I put the rice paper. I was looking for that last night. But here, I put that blue thing with the Joan. Joan and the miniature frame. Let's see, goes up here. Okay, yeah. And these are napkins from Zandra. And I got to thinking last night at Beth's, she did her drawing for the day. Now, Beth has a list of things that she gets accomplished. She does like Mary does. Now, I don't always do that because I find that that's a lot of stuff to do. But she did and I actually screenshot it, but she did and I thought, oh, that would be kind of cute. And then I was going through things and Dr. Seuss, these are trees from Dr. Seuss. And the tree that Beth did, let me get them. Okay. And yeah, you may or may not see it, but this is you see that right there? That's the tree that Beth did. And I thought, ooh, with the napkins, we could do something like that. In this. So, would you want to do something with that? Or would you want to do... Not often. She's got, I'm assuming, the last I heard, she's still going through, because she broke her neck, remember? And she's going through rehabilitation, and it just takes time. But she will periodically be on Twitter once in a while. But I need to make her, I forgot her birthday in June, so I need to make Christmas card. I need to make sure if I don't get a Thanksgiving one out, that I definitely get a Christmas card to her. Yeah, she was in and of course she's very private, so not a lot of people knew that, but some people did, and obviously, yeah. But she's a very private person, you know. So, So what would you like? Would you like to do like a couple Christmas cards simultaneous? Yeah, I know. She loves me. Yeah. She loves me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's my 100. I tease her. She's my 198-year-old Valkyrie biker chick. That's what I used to tease her. She's she's our oldest fib. 198-year-old Valkyrie biker chick. So anyway, and then I thought, well, we could do that. And then I saw the Dr. Seuss trees that are kind of reminiscent of the. So I thought, anyway, so we could maybe do that, or we could do a simultaneous two weird Christmas cards simultaneously. So what do you think? This would involve a little bit of wet. And I ran across this. I'm not sure what the top word was up here, but the bottom word was crossing. You Joan. I kind of feel like both of them, but I'm almost feeling that if I got the Christmas cards out, then that would be one thing less that so maybe and I like hummingbirds. I ran and then I have a paper thing. It was weird. It was from the dollar store. So the top word may have been misspelled, but I don't know what that top word was. But this obviously, but anyway. Oh, hummingbird crossing. That's what it said. Bird. Hummingbird crossing. Bird. B. Okay. But I didn't necessarily want the words to show. So I altered it like that. And I could potentially find something in here to put on there. But I ran across that the other day while going through things. So, yeah, I think I'll do the cards. And I will, this might require, although I like the idea of doing this, I put this aside, the pumpkin thing, autumnal. I might just wait and do that with the trees in here on my own. Just kind of, yeah. Because then I can get up, if I put watercolor on it, then I can let it dry. I can just get up. I can do the watercolor, get up, do something, and then let it dry naturally. And it was a horse, Australian thoroughbred print. I don't know if I wanted to keep this or not, but I know I cut it out because I thought it was a cool horse portrait. So I think I'll keep that to, yeah, somewhere where I know that I'll get to it. Okay. So, and I've been taking notes for the Laura thing. Laura's glue book. Well, I have it down here. Yeah, that's just the way I roll. You know, like here, the date. The date of really, I had been rolling it around in my brain, and I know she likes to glue book, but on 11/11, I solidified the idea. Then on the 12th, I started working it, and then I'm doing a traveler's notebook. So I wrote, and I decided on the file folder, and I wrote down the issue and all that. And then I put a note in here that she likes envelope signatures. So I add envelopes to signatures. So yeah. But, you know, it's information. And then, all right, so we're going to go with the Christmas cards. I'll go get the, I need to get my Xandra Mariposa cardstock. I'll use that. Ooh. The other thing we could do, because we're working with oddball, because of the leftover thing from here's the Mariposa stack, we could maybe, it's not Christmassy, but it's got that pink and red kind of, this could be used as part of a Christmas card. And the green, because, you know, red and green, traditional, this could be potentially use some of that. This, the color, more orangey red, but I'm almost thinking I'll do one of these. I have a bunch of green bits, aqua and green inside that kit. And this is one I don't necessarily have a whole lot of. So we'll use this as okay. And so I'm going to bring this back. Oops. And let me get my note, my pen for taking notes. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Stream notes. And this will also tell me too if next year I don't necessarily repeat. Okay, these go up there. Okay, nothing up there. That's actually Shauna. I'm doing stuff for Shauna kind of simultaneously. I've added this to the, we're going to, let's see, I wrote it down in my, as I recall, the tumbleweed card was in the 6x7, if I recall. It was a 6x7 or 6x7. I think it was actually 6x7. So we determined that that would, for Joan, that would get through. That would be a decent size to get through for her. So if I keep the idea, Joan, if I keep the 6x7 size in my mind, then let's go with that. So if we do the 6x7, let's start with the envelope size and then we have it. So 6x7, I'm pretty sure that's what we used. So let's choose oddball. Let's see, we've got, again, we've got all kinds of colors, but let me see. And if they clash a little bit, I don't mind if they clash a little bit. Okay, so hopefully, yep, yes, it's gonna be. I've also got. I started this little, because these little things here, I'm gonna do an oddball little card for and I kept the little a present sticker out of a book, you know. I'm gathering little things for Laura's card. It's going to be an oddball abstract card, probably. Okay, yeah. Yeah, non-traditional. I have my feet up because it's habit. And my hold on, I gotta get my there we go. Okay, there. Now my feet. All right, so let's see here. We've got the red and that's a little more rust. This is getting more orangey. Ooh, I think I want that. We're going non-traditional, but it'll have a little bit hint. We're going with the orange, people. Okay, we might even get some of the new Becky trim out. We'll see. You just never know. Okay, so this is going to be the card. And so the size that needs to be cut is 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. And let me double check. Yep, 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. So we're going to get the card envelope done first. And I'm wondering, oh, I need to do 2 of these. Do I want this is the more textured, and this is the more got more of a shiny. It's textured, but it's got more shine to it. Oh, it's okay. 10 1/4 and 10 1/4, and we'll add all the trimming. And I think we'll do some stamping on the rice paper, and see, or we can do some stamping. This will all get added to the weird Christmas thing. 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. And hope I might be able to okay, that just gets tossed over there. All right, we get another piece. Let's see, I know that she likes purples, but burgundy. I wonder if burgundy and purple would be really oddball. Burgundy and purple might be a little oddball, but hey, it's from me. You know what? We're going with it. And if I find some purple, if I add purple, hey, if I find a little hint of purple somewhere, we're going for it. Okay, because we're going to kind of simultaneously do Miss Rose's Christmas card, and we're doing Joan's Christmas card. 10 1/4. Do I have one there? Yeah, and again, this is more shimmery. So we're going to do the shimmery side. 10 1/4. 10 1/4. And 10 1/4. Okay. All right. I'd have to hunt. All right, so we're not going to cut this down yet, not until we get them. But that's going to be part of like the cardstock base. Now let me get some of these. This is rice paper. We're going to get some of these stamped now. Okay, no, this, I don't want to lose that because that goes into the kit that I'm using. And I don't know, these are gifted to me from Zandra. And no, I did not put the plastic on them. They're Bo Bunny Yuletide Carol stamps. And yep. Okay. I don't know where my oh, okay, there it is. No, that's double-sided. I don't know where my one-sided tape went. Well, masking tape it is. I'll just do masking tape. Okay, masking tape. Okay. And let's see. We'll do the tree, the sleigh, and the snowflakey thing. And where's my doohickey? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I had a stamp. Okay, that's white. I had a stamp on it. That's okie dokie. Okay. I'm gonna stamp these and they can air dry while I'm cutting. Oh, I guess it would help if I don't do that. Okay. Okay, here goes. And I'm on space. I just huffed it. Okay, I'm space. Come on, space. I just want some space here. Come on. Give me some space. Okay, I need to do the... There, we got space now. All right. Okay. Do I want an overall thing or do I want just... I don't know. But I want to do... I don't know. Do I want to do that? We'll find out. You know, hey, it's okay. We'll find out. I want to do an overall, put a little bit of that somewhere. Overall Christmassy. I got tissue paper that I can do. Oh, that was so... Oh, well, that's okay. Okay. I'm assuming you can talk amongst yourselves if you need to. Oh, crumb. Can I cover that up on the edge there? Ooh, I can. Okay. A little close, a little oddball, but hey, that's okay. And if it's a little spotty, it's perfectly okay. I don't have to have things absolutely perfect. A little grunge once in a while. Okay, that tree will go a little off them. All right, one or two more trees just to kind of, I'm not sure where we're going with it, but come on, there. Yeah, I still, this is from Laura on Saturday when I was doing Laura's paint on her folder. It was on these two fingers. And that's what I still have left because sometimes the paint does not want to come off. And you know, it just does not want to wear off. I'm like, seriously. I think two more, like one here and one here. And then we can move on to the sleigh. I need to kind of visually see what the sleigh, what it looks like, I need to see what these are looking like stamped out. I see them on the stamp itself, but I mean, sometimes you just have to have it like this. Now, some of these aren't perfect. See, some of the stamp things are a little smudgy, but what I'm intending to use it for, it wouldn't necessarily matter. Okay, so I think I've got enough of that to kind of give a, let me get pressed and see if I can, yeah, see, for some reason, this is a little smudgy, but that's okay. All right, so there's that, the Christmas tree. Let's do the sleigh. I want to see what that sleigh looks like. Okay. Come on. Okay, come on. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Snow is glistening. No snow. No snow. I have nice, wonderful memories of snow, but I don't need snow. Okay, let's see. Hi, Nancy. I wonder. Yeah, so anyway, earlier I was mentioning that oh, that's nice. Okay. Now see this, I like that sleigh. Okay. I like that filigree. I like, because I like filigree. I like filigree. Okay, so this tells me that I could get cardstock out. Okay, or just printer paper. Or vintage. Oh, guys, here's some vintage Italian. I love the spots on this. But I also like the Italian. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what it does on the glossy. I like that spottiness. Okay. So we have vintage Italian paper. I like that sleigh. And I just take the time, and especially on the older glossy, it'll take longer to dry, I think. That's been my experience. But okay, we're gonna, okay. Oh, come on. Don't keep moving. Okay, there you go. Very carefully. And stand up. Press. And no smudges. No smudges. Now my brain, because I'm thinking of Joan and I'm thinking of Miss Rose, but for the taggy thing, I'm thinking, because it's going to be a little bit 3D. So, but I don't want to get it too 3D. Okay, nice. And on that spotty, oh, that's nice. And that little nick in the paper, and I can just, and that can be part of the, ooh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Now let's do the, now on the snowflakey thing, Okay. This snowflakey. Come on. Oh, come on. Hands, do what you're supposed to do. Do what I want. Come on. There we go. Okay. We have there. Crooked. Okay, hold on. Get it lined up on the, okay, there, not crooked now. Let's bring this down here. We're gonna print. I want the filigree snowflake on the Italian print. Seriously, you would think I wouldn't have any issues. Okay. This takes a little bit of time, but you know, hey, I'm not necessarily into quick. I don't try to speed things up or anything like that. And there are times when if I didn't have the time to actually do it because this is on the fly. And okay, and it's okay. You know, not everything has to always be planned out within an inch of its life. And sometimes it's just nice to have the, okay, I have to remember I'm exercising my hands. This is exercising my hands. And see, I like to, oh, I like that. This is like, it's not I wouldn't use this as a snowflake, even though obviously this is meant to be a snowflake. But to me, oh, wow, this is awesome. And of course, with me, Christmas is kind of a year-round thing. So with the exception of the reindeer and the candy cane, everything else is obviously Christmassy. But even this could be used because it's like a vine filigree. Even that the Christmas stocking shape you could use it for any seasonal, even though it's more Christmassy. It would be interesting to take that Christmas stocking and stamp it and have like on like for a Zentangle, you could put it as a center of a Zentangle and start from there and potentially create, where's an ink pad? You could create some other things. Now, let's see. I might even do the reindeer. Okay, we're gonna, okay, do the reindeer. And, you know, yeah. I don't know that I have much. I know my husband's on vacay. He's literally on vacation. So I mentioned that you know he sleeps in. So today it's like, did you forget that I'm streaming? And I had like an hour and a half to fit in my breakfast, his getting ready, his morning routine and all that. And I'm like, my morning routine. And I'm like, but I'm streaming today. But it all worked out. I was a little late, but not much. Oh, okay, there's a huge thing. Oh, that's, oh, well, hello, Lori. Orient, my Orient Express. So hopefully there's not too much of a lag, and just, yeah, we're trusting that everything is good connection and everything. I know, um, thankfully we have a place that we can come together. My lighting isn't perfect, and I don't, you know, and I know some people that's they have to have everything, and yeah, but it, yeah, anyway. And yeah, it doesn't have, things don't, yeah, anything, get, things don't have to always be perfect. We're here live stream, and it's okay. Now let's go ahead and just kind of center that. Okay. And we'll do one more. Because if I rip it like that, then I want to be able to have something right there. Did I ink it all? I don't know. Oh well, if it's not perfect, it's okay. Because, it can be a little bit grungy, inky. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, it's not perfect. All right, so there's that. Now let's get, let's see. I like that. So that's going to be on one of the Christmas cards. And, well, let's see what the reindeer and the tree look like. It doesn't have to be perfect back on there. The tree and the reindeer. Come on. Don't want to rip your antler off. Okay. We're going to put the reindeer here. And we'll put the tree right there. And from the same stamp set. So I'm assuming there's going to be, they will stamp the same height. Because some, when you mix and match, I go, oh, wait a minute. That doesn't stamp because they're not the same brand. They don't come from the same set. So you don't always, when you're mixing and matching. But we're assuming because they come from the same set, they're the same height, even though they're different design. Okay. This will go much quicker if I do both of them at the same time. A little bit of height. Oh, here. Even if it's low down, that's okay. Okay, here we go. I don't know why. There. Making some fun. One of the things on the winnings that I got from Aunt Beck, that the glittery silvery vintagey one looking, I'm thinking about, my Atelier. Let's see, where is it? My Atelier. I'm doing it with one hand. Hold the phone. I'll get both hands. But what I was thinking, let me pull this up before I mess up. Come on. Come on. Okay. Now I'll set these aside. Yeah. Nice. All right. So we can get to it back. Some of the trims, oh, come on. I have ideas, as you can see. The different, my hydrangea stamp. I have, it was a leftover from the gingham, the tight gingham, and you can just barely see the gingham on there. But I have them. Oh, here. That's why, because I was using it. Like one of these. I could take one of these and I could mount it on something sturdier. And then I could take like that silver silver trim that I just got. And I could, yeah. So I'm thinking that's what I think I'm going to do. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, both hands. I have both hands in here. No, sit down. Hold on. I'm talking to myself. Sit down. And then I have this. There we go. Because I'm sitting down. I was standing up and it wouldn't go in at the proper angle. But now that I'm sitting down on my chair. Okay, now we can get back. So I cut my card base. Let me put my stamps up. Yes, I'll put my stamps up. I have to. I don't want to mess up. All right, now put them back in the packaging. All right, now get this stamped to it because that's what I said I was going to do. That way I know. All right, now put this up. Now, let's make the envelope. I have them cut. Let's make the envelope. And then we can always have that as the sizing. I know that I got my sizing done. 6 by 7, so it's 4 3/4. The envelopes are 4 3/4. This one, they're both going to be shiny. This is the shiny side because it's Christmassy. 4 3/4. Come clear out here. 4 3/4. Oops. 4 3/4. 4 3/4. Right there. And then we know. Okay, I'm gonna go out to there. Take this out, fold it because I just don't like it bumpy. And I know that will do that. It will do that, but you know that does not bug me. I know it bugs some people, but that's okay. We have that. Okay, so here, this is right. Okay, that's the next step. Okay, wait a minute. This is the shimmy side. Okay, so yeah, I have, this is the, that's the end, this is the outside. So we have it right there on that. And we make them. So I have the inside facing down. I have to remember that. Four 3/4. Make sure it's lined up back at the 4 3/4. Right there. As well as on that mark there. And not all the way. Bring that out. Okay, and this is the one where I match it here first, and I don't do that but then I come over here, you can see it, and before I make the punch and the crease, I bring it and I hold it here, but I do this here and I move it that a little bit, and I make sure that that is, so it's just a little bit there. And I do that first, and then I do the punch. And so there's Joan's card. Okay. So that means I have that. So I have, and give a little room for a little bit. I'm going to do like a 1/16 of an inch on this edge. A bit of a space. Eyeballing a 1/16 of an inch. So I can actually make a card that is 6. The width of the card can go to 6, and I would say 6 3/4, or at the I have to write this down. The short version will be 6 3/4. Pin. 6 and short version 6 3/4. Short width, I know, but this is the way I roll. Short width 6 3/4. Long is 6 7/8. Okay, and height of the card, I'm eyeballing that 6/16 of an inch. So I can go basically, the short would be 5 3/4 tall. The short tall is 5 3/4. And the long, okay, so it would be 5 7/8. Or 5 7/8. Okay, so I have that. So I can make the card base. If we start with the 10, the same as the same width, I cut 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. This is where you guys, my math. Hello, Safia. Hopefully, oh, there's Dot. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Let me scroll back up. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If you ever, we got Munchie the other night, and my husband ordered from Pizza Hut. He ordered the Hawaiian boneless chicken wings because, you know, he wanted to try them. And it's very, very thick. The Hawaiian sauce is very thick, and it's a very bold, it has a little bit of a sting to it, but not much. He called it spicy, but I wouldn't necessarily call it spicy. But no, they're good. They're just very, very, very rich sauce. And then I got to thinking, I bet you they would taste good with sweet potatoes. So that's what I had. I had my leftover Hawaiian boneless wings with a cup of sweet potatoes, sliced sweet potatoes. And I olive oiled the sweet potatoes and had them in the microwave. And I don't I don't leave them unattended. I just do them at, 25 seconds or 35 seconds at a time until they're to the doneness that I want them. So anyway, all right. So yeah, and they were actually quite nice together. So if I do this, so the idea being, if I cut a 10 by 10, or wait a minute. No, because we have to have a back. Unless I do a postcard. Oh my goodness. We're not doing a postcard. We're doing an actual card. So I have to remember. Okay, so this is why I take the time and I write this stuff down. All right, so if I were to do a 10 and a 10 by 4 and a 10 by 4, and I would fold that in half, it may or may not actually fit inside here. Just saying. Shh. So I have to stop before we can start giggling now, okay? Yeah. Yeah, practice the oh my giggles. Practice the giggles. We're going in with measuring. If I make a mistake. Okay, now we have a rounded corners. Okay. All right, now. And these can go in the trash. Okay. Oh, yeah, Bernadette Banner. Oh, yeah, I follow her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, Bernadette Banner. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I follow her. Yeah. And yeah, she recently let us know that she was going to rearrange some of her older videos, so if you wanted them to actually save them on, and I don't know how, but the way she explained it, so I went through and I kind of binge watched a little. I went back and I binge watched a little bit of her stuff so that I could, if you actually put I because guys, I don't always mention my slow stitch or and that for those of you the slow stitch, and let's see, I brought out the one book, and I couldn't find the other one that I wanted to mention, but it's and I even hesitate because you can't, when you look her up, it's hard to find Burl Taylor. But if you go to anything associated with cloth, paper, scissors, you might find Burl Taylor. She did a book, and it's sitting right over there. And then the minute I want it, I went to it this morning because I figured it's right there. It's been sitting right there for I don't know how long, right? Sitting right there. And yet, yeah, it's not there now this morning. But this is Mending Matters, and this is I follow her on IG, Katrina, and I'm not sure, Rodabaugh, and this is one of my hello. Now I don't necessarily you don't have to always agree with everything everyone says, And I also do, let me look at the other book. Hold on. Okay, so here, and like I said, you don't have to always agree with everything. And I'm not necessarily into like hugging trees and all that kind of stuff, but this is one of my all-time favorites. And the mending, and she made a hashtag. I actually follow the hashtag on IG, but she created the hashtag, and I got permission from her to use the actual hashtag. And she was shocked that I actually asked her for permission to use it. But anyway, and I got the curated, and I've been going through this, and I actually got the workbook. And again, this is not so much about closet capsule things. It's about really going through and discovering your personal style and building your wardrobe. And you might end up with what they call a capsule, but you could have 100 things in your closet, but it's, anyway. So I've been gradually going through that, and I love the Alabama Channin stuff. And so I saved up to get this. I got this one, and I actually have, and I can't afford their per yard cotton jersey yet, but I can afford their grab bags. And so, yeah. And so for when it comes into my mending and slow stitching, I have several of their grab bags of their jersey, and I love going through that. And the geometry of hand stitching, and this is also the Alabama Channin. Yeah, see, arrived 1:34 a.m. on January 22nd, 2019. Yeah, and this back here, see, and these are hand stitched. Some of it is machine stitched. And as you can see, I'm practicing some of the couching, but see, they have templates back here, and I've kept most of them in here. I've kept them in here because for now, all I have to do is I can just put this in there, and I can take a sheet or whatever I'm working on, and I can just take a dot and do it. I'm working on small pieces, so I don't need to take them out of here, because I'm working on either paper or small pieces of fabric that I can just keep them in here. And here's a square grid, double triangle grid, and all these relate to the different stitches that the Alabama Channin uses. So I've been gradually, and I don't talk too much about it because I don't know. And this is something else, and I was thinking about you guys. So I'm gradually going through and learning, and because I've always been interested in slow stitch and fabric and stuff. And the other thing I wanted to show you, and if you're interested, I can mix paper and G-Jaws and all kinds of stuff. But this is something that I actually did. Okay. There we go. This is something recycle. And I actually did this on stream. I tortured you guys with it because it's an older stream, and I put it on and I just this is a straw, And that's how, it's just a straw. Just a straw. And this is actually, this is cereal packaging, you know, the inside of your cereal, and it's been painted on. It was a drop sheet to one of my books, and then so the paint would not come off. The paint's on the inside, you know, because it's see-through. And this is a recycled, you know, those really sugar-filled, those pies, that it's this recycled paper, a pie. You know what I'm talking about? The All-American pies, you know, you get them for like 50 cents or whatever, and you have that craving, and they're like 100 grams of sugar in them, you know, kind of thing. You know, they come in different flavors. This happens to be a cherry flavor one. Well, periodically we used to get them, and we don't get them very much. This is a stuffed Werther's original candy wrapper, and I stitched it on. And this is a napkin that I glued on to the actual recycled pie packaging. And I did some stitching, some fabric paper that I made. And here's Dee Dee. Here's a Dee Dee. I stitched on a Dee Dee paint chip here. Here's from APG Jamie, and here's just some lace. So if this took a while to do, and there's just different recycled plastic. Yeah, but again, some people don't like to watch it. But I did this on, yeah, this was a request. And I just hang it up. You can either put, yarn through the, through here. And in this case, I just did this. And if I want to ever change it out, I just, you know, and this is where I hang it from. And this was actually, because I never quite finished it, so I just left it. And this was actually a request by Darcy Glam. She says, I want you to do this, because I actually made her something similar to this. And I think she said she had it on her wall. She actually has it on her wall. But, you know, you know, yeah. So, but, because I don't know if it's, and I don't have a problem because I don't believe in being bored, but I know some people have that issue. And yeah, so, and I don't think I'll just leave that up there. But if you enjoy that kind of thing, I can try to work it out to where, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm a long time, I like fabric and paper, and I like to do it all. But yeah, this is that kind of stuff that I follow Alabama Channon, and actually they have the School of Making. I actually follow the School of Making on IG. That's what the School of Making. And I actually follow their hashtag, I think, too, the hashtag School of Making. Yeah, see, a guide to customizing a hand-stitched Alabama Channon wardrobe. And it goes through yeah, and yeah, just just kind of okay. And this one here, if you're more into like scraps, and this is like jeans, and but this one here, and it's repairing, and this one she buys secondhand, make, thrift, mend, and it's kind of like this thing of make do with what you have, with what you've got, you know. And instead of, before you throw it out, look, can I take it apart? Yeah, and it goes through all different kinds of knee patches, how to mend your crotch of your pants. Yeah. Yeah, so the visible mending, that's another thing of visible mending. And there's the Canthra and the, I want to, it's the Sesco, I think is how you, now we're learning that that's how they actually pronounce it. And I follow somebody else, but he or she, I think it's a husband and wife team. I follow, and I hesitate to even, I don't even know if I can even, he also has a YouTube channel. But I hesitate to even mention that because he's Japanese, and American people and even British people, you know, they don't, the philosophy and things like that, they, because when you read that, when you read some of his stuff, the he she stuff, that this person's, that, like I said, I think it's a husband and wife team, and you never know which one is talking. You never know which one's talking, and they can get rather opinionated because they get so many people, they pronounce the word wrong, or because it's so steeped in the history, the Japanese history, it's so steeped in the, that they're coming from a different thing, the a perspective, and they get hyper about, you don't understand, and all this kind of stuff. So I wouldn't, but I follow them, and you know, so yeah, and I might even stitch on these Christmas cards, you never know. But anyway, as you can see, I'm very definitely, into that. So if you're interested in that, I might periodically. Yeah. Hi, Allie. Oh, well, you know, yeah, sometimes, yeah. Huh, interesting. The, yeah, so I'm like, you know, yeah. So I love that stuff, but um, I don't always, it, sometimes it, yeah. And of course, you know, Teresa, you know, has, and, you know, has a gift, Teresa has gifted me, blessed me with this stuff here, and yeah, and I'm just like, oh, you know. So yeah, if you, you know, that might be a little more organization. I'd have to think about it, and we could maybe do some slow stitching. But I want to, what, you know, I could actually just look up on my phone. But yeah, I could just go to my IG. Let me hold on. We will get to the card. Now we have to think. We have to pre-think before we cut, because I have a little of this, but not a whole lot. IG. And let's see. We're going in. Where am I? People I follow. Hashtags. Okay. Let's see the hashtag. It would be, if you're interested in the hashtag is My Mending Matters. That's her official, I believe that's her official one. And then, of course, there's the Mend Mindfully, which Mend Mindfully, she has another one that the Mending Space, the Mending, one word, space dot. And she sings and she does poetry. And I spent $60 on her book. I saved up for it and I splurged. Because you know me, but this cost me $60, this book. And yeah, and I have this in here because this inspires me, and the way her poetry and her stitching and her this here, it's called not acidic, not the Jew, but it's a fake word, fake wording, fake words, the hashtag, let's see, asemic, ASEMIC. That's that kind of, that it's like a people who need, it's fake words basically. That's another person I follow. You know, again, you don't have to always believe everything, and you don't have to believe in everything that people say. But those two, if you're interested in those, the My Mending Matters is the one that's directly related to the mending, and I'd love to get one of her kits, but they're like $100 plus shipping, and I'm like, I'd love to get one of her little, oh yeah. One day I will have enough saved up over and above everything else I'm saving for. And then I do also Modern Makers Club, because I'm getting, the mid-century modern. Some of the, I follow the hashtag because some of the quilting designs, they, the, like Matisse, just the different mark making type things. So anyway, but I'm looking for that one person that, wait a minute. There we go. Let's see. Rather opinionated, because they come from the Japanese, and they want to teach the shashi iko, whatever, however you pronounce it. They want to teach it and share, but then sometimes I guess people, they get into arguments, because then you just call it this, so you have to kind of, but since I mentioned it, I feel like I have to go ahead and let you know. I'm finding it here. Hold on. There's Dixie Doodle. Dorothy. Grade 2 listed. Yeah, that's another one of my, I will sit and I will watch Fixer Upper thingies. That's one of my other. Come on. I know you're here. And I also Slow Fashion October. That's I follow that person. Slow Fashion October, and they also have a hashtag. But the Slow Fashion October, each October. Okay, so my initial time is up. That if you're into fashion, and again, you don't have to always, I'm trying to find that one person. The Sasiko. It's something with a Sasiko something in it. And with the language barrier, sometimes people get into arguments with him, he or she, because the couple, and he feels like he has to keep explaining himself, and so But we'll get there. Hold on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Come on. They don't always show up in here. I think this is it. I could be wrong. Okay. This is a sashi.co on Instagram. And it's a duo of artisans, that word says eco, 30 plus years of experience. Japanese boro. Yeah. So anyway, that's the place where sometimes, but the work, and they also have a YouTube that they sometimes do. And just, oh, look at that. Just, oh, can you see that? Yeah. Just that. Oh man. And it's grungy and it's mended. Yeah. Oh, just, okay. Oh, the texture and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, there's that. We're like, okay, we got off the track. Yeah. Oh, interesting. But anyway, those are some of the, if write them down then, those are some of those are the, I'm very careful what hashtags I follow. And before I create any, I always check to see if someone has already something similar. Because there was one time when I put in something and I'm go, okay, gross. I did the hashtag and I had to delete the hashtag and I had to, you don't want to go there because it was to do with a Felicity Jane kit. Lila, anyway, I hashtagged the Mila, anyway, and oh, it was really, yeah, and no, you don't want to go there. And I'm like, so I deleted that hashtag. Okay, let's get back to this now. We're almost out of time. Anyway, so yeah, maybe we'll go about 10 more minutes or something, but let's at least get the card before we go. Let's at least make sure I'm on the right, okay, that we got at least this, we got this, so I know. All right, before we cut, if I go with the same envelope, the 10 1/4 by 10 1/4, and if I were to fold it, would it match? I guess I could take a piece of paper. Let's just do that. Let's just take a piece of paper. That's the cardstock. Well, no, that's cardstock. Let's just do a cardstock. Okay, this is the shimmy shimmy. Let's do one of the burgundy shimmy shimmy. And we're going to cut it 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. And then we're going to see when I fold it, it actually will fit into that. We'll just see, right? Because we did a 6 by 7. The card size is a 6 by 7. So if you go 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. All right, so let's trim this down to 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. We'll fold it in half and we'll see what it does. Because, hey, because if you see, because if you're making if you want to do a 6 by 7 card, then you would think it would fit. But I obviously went down, gave it, because I might add some height to it, double check, 10 1/4. You get talking and you sometimes cut the wrong sizing. And then we'll see. Because this is a, and if I end up cutting it, that's okay. But at least we know. Because I can put this into, I can put the little odd bits into the little leftover card thingy that I have, and it'll be fine. Okay, so if we, let's just fold it. Yeah, it's the same size, 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. So it looks like it's going to be a little on the small size. So this might be where you could make the front. We'll see if it comes anywhere near. It looks like, it feels like I have it off, but I don't. Okay, here we go. Hi, Janet Nash. Let's see, Pandora. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hadn't really noticed that about the hashtags on IG. Because I'm not into hashtags, and okay, so it seems a little bit off there, but hey, I don't always need things to be perfect. Now okay, I know that this will have to be cut, but let's see, because we're going for the tall, and we were going for the short, would be 5 3/4 or 5 7/8. So where's the, here, I didn't put it up. Okay, now here, that's at 5 right there. So 5 tall. So yeah, it would obviously fit with plenty of room. So then you would think a 10 1/2. So if you were just going to try to do yeah. So I think just for that, ooh, this would be, and try to find some purpley things for Miss Rose. This would be kind of a cool thing. And with the extra space in this envelope, so now I'm thinking, so if I went 10 1/2, because for Joan's card, this is going to be the base. So obviously, one of these are going to be backwards. Unless I were to literally piece the card together. I could choose. I could do it that way, and I could piece the card together. So the ultimate height of that card would be, the short tall would be 5 3/4. So 5 3/4. So if I did a 5 7/8, then I would have me a glue space. So let's do that. We're going to do a piece card. Okay, so I have to do we're using the same thing, and we're going to piece this back together. That way the back of the card is normal. When you flip it over, you can, we'll see. Let's see now. Do I want, okay, we're going to do 5 7/8 because I need a space. Yeah, we're doing it. We're just going to do it. And you may not see, hopefully I'll remember to do 5 7/8. So that's at the very, almost 6. That's the 3/4, so the next one. And I'm assuming that's 5 7/8. Actually, we'll go to the one just like right before 6. That little, okay, here goes. So there we go. Okay, so then this could be the front of the card. And then we flip it and we do this. Okay, and that's the back of the card. Or we do this. This is the back of the card. And that's the front of the card. Now let's get the width. The width is 6 7/8. All right, so let's see. This is the one that's going to have the most controversy. 6 7/8. And that's 9. 6 7/8. So we'll take it right to the notch right before 7. And right here, almost the 2 birds. Are we? I'm trying to see design wise. 6 and almost 7. I think I like this part. This is the one. I think I like this over here to be the back. I think that's the way I like it. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. So this becomes extra in the kit. Okay, so this is the back of the card. This will be the bottom, and that's the back of the card. Okay, and so let's see. Now the interior, and okay, it still fits. See, like right there, it still fits. And it might be a little weird. So there. And it's okay. Ooh. Yeah, we got that. What? Okay, what? Okay, what is Dot? Yeah, Dot's my nemesis. Let's see here. So anyway, part of that little rabbit trail was if you guys are interested in that or don't mind, then I can maybe do a little more of that in-depth stitching. Yes, Joan, thought I would confuse. Oh, back as me. Oh, okay. Oh, Dot did one of her odd things. Okay. Now we got the back straightened out the way I want it. So now it's just a matter of, I think this is going to be the front, because this I can use. I could use as is for something else. And I could put like a little stitching or a little abstract stitch up here on something. This right here, this little upside down leaf could be a focus of something. So, okay, so 6, okay, almost to the 7. The last notch to the 7. Okay. There. All right, so that goes into the pile. Now we have the base. We have the card base. And there's a little bit off. So Now, it's how I'm going to, there's the front of the card. Now, do I want to bring it up? And this is where I decide I stitch it together, because here, let's see, it's, I need to go because I need to do my husband's, whatchamacallit. But let's just, we're going to at least get the card base figured out. Hold on. We'll get some of the original pieces here of my weird little leftover kit. So some of the obvious Christmas paper we could do. Okay, see, like the front, oftentimes they have the little odd bar. We could do it that way. And then I know I could take a pencil, and this would be where I do this bending, and this becomes the glue spot. But before I do that, let's take some of this. Love me some of this. This is yeah, this is she's an American who moved to Brit because her parents, I think she was an only child, and her parents, she loved everything British so much that they sold everything, and they moved to Brit because of their daughter. And I used to follow her. She kind of dropped, I don't know where the extra for shipping. And I got several sets of her paper, but this is one of them. So what I could do here is I could do this to see offset, see different odd things, or I could do some of this. And do that as see the base here. But I almost want to bring this down here. Like, I'll have to hold this. We could do that. Part of that as the front, and it brings some of the more traditional Christmassy in. Or this is more traditional Christmassy, and it's more this is a little more in keeping with the orange envelope. I almost like this weird contrast here. And then it would be about, you could even do like, here's something Christmas, joyful Christmas wishes, joyful Christmas wishes, and see different. So I almost like this. And then it's up to me to then I could bring some more of the traditional. Here's a reindeer, or that, like the, I was thinking the sleigh. I could bring the sleigh in to here, trim this out. And here's some of this, even some of the glitter. Yeah, it's just, yeah. So, yeah. But I kind of like that. We could do an abstract in the sense, here's a reindeer. We could cut out the sleigh, and in an abstract way, we could do it in block form, where the sleigh could be down here somewhere. And then this, like, we couldn't catch the reindeer. And the reindeer, this is obviously cut out, and then it could be the reindeer over here. And this could actually be stitched on. I could take the time and stitch it. These could be stitched on. So yeah, I think I kind of like that. We could do, let's see. Hi, Kimberly. So, okay. So anyway, I think that's what we're going to do. I do actually, the one thing though, I kind of go back and forth. I love this contrast here, but I can actually take this and work the remnants of this, maybe with something. But I actually think I get more mileage out of the, it's, it's oddly traditional, and yet with the sleigh and the funky oddball reindeer thing, I could even put like Santa, like see here, I have another Santa like this, maybe. Yeah, so okay, we've got that far. Yeah. Yeah, I can even, if I wanted to add some more traditional stripe, I could do this with the sleigh and the reindeer, and I could do a patch, and I could stitch it and then have it put on there. I could even like stitch it onto this, do a square here, and have it to where all this gets, the sleigh gets stitched on, that little reindeer gets stitched on, this gets stitched on, and I could put like that little, I could put a sticker. I could do like a Santa sticker. Here, where are the stickers? Or, ooh, this might even be kind of fun. We could do the cardinal. See, like, see see the sail, the to and from. I could actually do just this with the sleigh. Oh, see, I could trim out the sleigh, put that sleigh right there, and plop that. So there's a little bit of elegant, but yet maybe in that little reindeer, or just this trim, just this here, like that with the. So yeah, there's all kinds of possibilities, but at least we have this done. And at least Joan, this far, we've gotten that far. So it's, yeah, we're a little bit beyond the time. So now that we have that decided, that's at least, so you never know, using, and there might even be some of this in there, paisley washi tape. Yeah. So yeah. So, and the oddball Christmas leftover. So we got that far today. Yeah, I know I've got to do, my husband's being patient. He knows that, yeah. But yeah, I've got to do our lunches and stuff. So, yeah. And so, like I said, we got this far. We got this far. See? And the reindeer may go in. I'm kind of liking that. Yeah. But, you know, and Miss Rose's Christmas card will be like that. I may actually do hers. Oh, now see, I may do hers upright. Once I get the envelope done, I could do hers upright, and then I'd have, yeah. So we'll and have to add some purple because I know that she likes. Yeah. Anyway, so we got that far. We got that far. So, okay, we gotta go. Yep, gotta go. Thanks for the thumbs up. And I'll see you next time. And hey, I love you. And guys, yep, love you. And oh, if I have to, Dorothy, I will be good. Of airplane. Okay. Alrighty. Gotta go, guys. Bye. I'm ending stream now.